TikTok, TikTok. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Larry, the robot maker, robot general. And today I'm going to present to you how I produced 130 pieces of content, video content, in less than 24 hours. Right? Again, I'm going to show you how I produced over 130 pieces of video content in less than 24 hours. All right. So I'm going to go and share my screen real quick. And so that you guys understand, I'm using uh, I'm using TikTok, Instagram, Instagram stories, Facebook, etc. So as you can see here, I actually show my process, right? The first thing I want you to look at is the process that I use to create my content. And I literally just lost. Okay, there it is. I record the video on my phone. I edit it. I use InShot, which is a really cool free. I might have paid it a little bit. I don't remember, but it's cheap. But it's a free editor. Now there might be better editors out there like CapCut or whatever that's used for TikTok. But the reason why I use InShot is because it's really easy for me to splice. So let's say I have like a minute video and I need it to 30 seconds. It's easy for me to splice. Also, it allows me to add music, which is important to me, obviously, because I like to do like these, I don't know, musical TikToks, right? Because that's the TikTok thing. It's funny because, and this is me actually patting my own back. I actually did lip sync videos live on Facebook way before it was cool on TikTok. Like I don't think TikTok was even existing. I guess maybe it was musically, whatever. But a lot of you guys who follow me for years, and I'm talking about like 4 or 5 years, I was the first to do lip sync videos on Facebook Live, and all the kids just copied my style, right? So that's me like again patting my back. But anyways, I use InShot to edit the videos and add music, and I upload it to TikTok. This is the reason why I downloaded TikTok and use TikTok, and I regret not doing it earlier because a lot of people who were early adopters got way more traction than I did. But that's okay. I'm gonna catch up. But thanks for the comment, Facebook. You said you're a beast. I really appreciate that. So again, TikTok allows you to share to multiple platforms. Like you actually upload a TikTok and it allows you to share to Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. It downloads a high quality version of your video automatically, which is something I really, 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 really wanted to have so I can repurpose it and reshare it, right? So I avoided TikTok because I didn't want another platform to get into, even though I know better. But the fact that it allowed me to share is the reason why I went ahead and downloaded. So again, I uploaded to TikTok, and then it allows me to share on Snapchat, which again gives me an option to share on the Snap Map, Snap Stories, and I guess like the general Snapchat, right? And then I upload the original TikTok video to Facebook as a timeline post, right? And why do I keep the watermark on it? Because I want people to know I have a TikTok. Plus, it also kind of excuses the video. And what I mean by that is, and let me just kind of get down to the psychological, emotional side, right? My TikToks are going to be really off the wall. A lot of it is because of what's going on TikTok. TikTok in general has a weird way of producing entertainment, right? It's not your typical Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter type of entertainment. It's a whole nother level, right? It's almost like we're making a bunch of commercials. So because of that, it's off the wall. And I want people to see my video, see that it's weird and off the wall. But if they see the TikTok watermark, they know, okay, Larry's creating a TikTok. That's why it's weird. It's just like how Snapchat came up with those filters, and you start seeing people with photos and videos where the face was all jacked up, or there's like hearts or ears. Well, this is a Snapchat, so you excuse it. On a Facebook, it would be kind of weird, or LinkedIn's kind of weird, but it's a Snapchat, so we excuse it, right? It's like a hashtag, blessed. Right? This is my way of hashtagging that this is a TikTok. So please be forgiving if you think the content's cringy or weird or awkward, right? It's a TikTok. That's what we do there on TikTok in the TikTok world. So I leave the watermark there, but also I want to market myself. I want people to see Larry has a TikTok. I should follow him, and it has my name. So that's why I leave the watermark there, even though I've had arguments and people telling me it's bad for algorithms. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Okay, but I put on my timeline and I put on my stories again on my stories, because stories is another platform that people are paying attention to that I sort of neglect. I don't put as much time into stories as I should. I mean, there's so many things you can do with stories. You can actually do stories where you actually can share your pictures. So like the pictures of my kids, I can literally share that all the time on stories, right? Um, Also memes, if you can share the memes on the story. I see a lot of people that I follow or that goes into my stories and it's just their memes, and they'll have like maybe 5 posts a day, and I'll actually go through 5 posts, 5 of their stories, right? So that's another opportunity. Plus, in stories, you can save it to a featured, meaning like a almost like a bookmark of your content. Um, so there's lots of things in stories that I have been taking advantage of. Facebook allows a lot of opportunities for exposure, a lot of opportunities to promote yourself, right? So again, I upload the original to my timeline stories, right? Again, I keep the watermark to hopefully gain followers, and I save it to my featured post, like I said earlier. And it auto posts to my normal Instagram feed, which might be a bad idea. I started realizing that I was double posting Instagram because I would upload myself directly, but also Facebook was uploaded. And I did that for a reason, for split testing purposes, because I wanted to see which gets more engagement, which gets more traction. And it seems like uh, the native upload into Instagram is a lot better than Facebook's uh, pushing it. And of course, I'm looking for leverage. I'm looking for automation. I'm looking for saving time and energy, right? So if Facebook can do the same job as me directly uploading, I would choose Facebook. But algorithmically, it favored Instagram, so I'm willing to put a little bit more effort for better exposure. Okay. Kelly says, Larry, my boy, Kelly is here. You probably don't remember me. We met on Stewie's page a long time ago, 2015. Of course, I remember you, Kelly. Club Wealth, right? We talked about Club Wealth a little bit, right? So yeah, of course I remember you. Appreciate you being on this video. So let's see here. I download the non-watermark version on SSS Tick. This is something that we found in the group I'm in right here, TikTok for real estate agents. Actually, I founded this group, right? But if you see what I do here, I actually get the link from TikTok. They allow you to copy the URL, and I put into SSS Tick, which I'll actually show you what it is real quick, because I want you to understand that I'm not just making stuff up, right? It's a TikTok downloader. And before, I thought I had to do this on my desktop, meaning I had to get the link, put it on this link here, download the video onto my desktop, and then somehow get that video onto my phone. And I was doing that for a long time. I mean, at least a couple months. And it was pretty annoying because I was just trying to get the non-watermark version of my video. If you want to see what I mean by that, I'll actually just demonstrate to you real quickly. Okay. Um, so I'm going to show you a watermarked version of my content or my video, and then I'm going to show you a non-watermarked version. Okay. Because some people might be like, what are you talking about? I mean, and so it should be obvious, but I have to remember that sometimes in my classes, I tend to forget that some people need to be presented in a third grader fashion. Not to say that you're too dumb to understand, but more like there's things that I assume people know, which is not true. So I have to kind of slow down, right? So let's see here. That's not okay. Here's an example right here. You see, this has my TikTok watermark right here, right? It has TikTok. I want people to know it's a TikTok, and it has my username, which if it didn't have that, I would totally hate it, right? If TikTok, see, TikTok's very smart that they did this, right? If TikTok did not provide the not the username as part of the watermark, I would be like, this is junk, right? But the fact that it does, I see value in it, right? And again, TikTok is very smart. So I decided to keep it when I upload it as a timeline post. But when I upload as a reel, this is a reel. Okay, you can tell the difference, right? And it actually says right here, I took away the watermark. You see, there's no watermark. You see? So that's what I mean. What I'm using this for, this website, is to get this or get this thing off of this. I don't know how it works. I don't question it. Is it illegal? Is it hacking me? I don't know. I've been doing it for over a year. No problems, right? I haven't been charged one penny. So I'm still using it. I don't know how these people make money. Who knows? I mean, maybe they're taking my data. Who knows? I don't know. But for the most part, it does the job. Okay. So I will download the non-watermark version on SSS Tick, right? And then I upload to Instagram Reels. stories and saved on feature stories. Okay. Now, of course, this is better if I demonstrate on my phone because I'm doing this all on my phone. But if you understand the platform, you can imagine what I'm doing. I go to Instagram on my phone. I upload the non-watermark version. And again, remember, I used to do this on my desktop, but I've found a way to do that on my to do it on my phone because this is a website. It's not an app, it's a website. All I did was go to the website on my phone and I saved it as a shortcut. So every single time I do a TikTok, it downloads the watermark version to my phone. But I don't need that. I go to TikTok directly, which you can, I can show you what it looks like on desktop, but you would do it on your actual app, I mean. But there is always a option to get a URL for a specific video, whatever videos you're looking at, right? So for instance, this right here. Okay, so this is the URL right here. See, you copy this URL, and this is what I used to do. I used to copy this, and I go to this, and I type, or I paste it in here, right? I press download, and it gives me an option to download with without watermark 2, and download as just a sound. I want to download with watermark 2 because for some reason this doesn't really download the way I want it to. See, it goes to here, and I click right here, and I put download, and see, there's my download right there. See? So basically, like I said, it creates the non-watermark version of what I'm trying to upload into Reels or into Facebook Reels. Okay. So let me go back to where I'm supposed to be here. So once I do that, I upload to Facebook Reels and I upload to YouTube Shorts. Now on the stories and saved feature stories, once you upload to Facebook Reels, there's a little, I don't know, it looks like an airplane. Like I think that's what it is, a paper airplane. Oh, sorry. You click the paper airplane, it says share to stories. I click share to stories, right? And it actually saves my reel into stories. It's almost like a preview, and then it allows you to save to featured. And I would create a featured, what do you call it? Featured stories or featured, kind of like on Facebook. Facebook has it, maybe right here. Where is it? Well, okay, on the phone it has it. Oh, right here. See, so you can actually save to featured, and Instagram has it, and Facebook has it, right? So I would save my TikTok, depending on what it is. I would save it to that particular category. So in this case, I would probably save this as mortgage tips or best no, not best see best mortgage tips, right? I would save it to that on my Instagram and my Facebook, right? And yes, I agree with you, Sean. I really appreciate you contributing. He says shorts could be used with non-watermark, right? I don't know exactly what that means, but I agree with that. It should be no watermark on the shorts, right? So then again, I upload to Facebook Reels again without the watermark, and then I would upload to YouTube Shorts. Now, remember on the stories, Facebook stories, I would do the same thing on Facebook as I would on TikTok. I would go to the story, I would star it, which allows you to feature it or save it as a feature, and that feature would be in its own category, right? Best mortgage tips or whatever, right? So that's my process for one video. Okay, one video. So if you do the math, I got TikTok. I have it on Snapchat. Someone's joining. I have it on SnapMap. I have it on Snap Stories. That's 4 so far. I upload the original TikTok on my Facebook timeline with the watermark. I upload to Stories, so that's 6 so far, right? And then I save the stories to featured post, right? So that's 7, right? And then I download the non-watermark version and I upload to Instagram Reels. I save the reels into stories. I save it to feature stories. That's 10 so far. I upload to Facebook Reels. That's 11, right? And then I upload to YouTube Shorts. That's 12. So that's 12 pieces of content I create with one TikTok. 12, right? More than I can put on my finger. So I guess you can, I'll use my ears. See, 12, right? So I got 12 pieces of content with one TikTok video. That's how I leverage one TikTok. Okay. So the claim I made was 130 plus, right? I must have added one that I didn't remember. I don't know where it is. But let's just call it 120 to 130 pieces, right? So I'm going to show you how I did 130 pieces of content within 24 hours. So what I did was, let's see here, actually might be above this. I actually, and I've been meaning to do this for a while. As you can see, my office is kind of decorated or picked or set up. I was supposed to do this at my office when I ran a branch, and I'm talking about this is first quarter, second quarter of 2022, right? I was setting up my office for this particular reason, right? Like my office, the way it is not by accident. I didn't just vomit my office. I actually planned it out for a reason. It's laid out a certain way. I have specific details I put in there. As you can see, like this is an angle of one part of my office. There's another angle of another part of my office. Okay, I'm very intentional with how I built my office, right? I've been waiting to get my lights up. As you can see, I have lights on the ceiling, whatever. Not because I really care about the lights, but because it almost like lets people know that this is a TikTok. This is not a non-traditional video, right? It's almost like a badge of honor. If you're going to be a TikToker, you got to have lights on the ceiling, which again, I don't care. It doesn't really help me in any way, shape, or form, but it allows me to sort of be a part of the club, right? So this is what I was talking about right here. Okay. I actually batched 12 videos. Okay. So I guess I did do 130. Yeah. So 10 plus 10 times 120. I don't know. Oh, 12 times 12. Cause I did 12 different videos when I do one video. So I did 12 piece of content. I did that with the ear, right? So that's 12 pieces of content, and I did 12 videos, right? This picture. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, I did 12 videos. That's where the math is. I did 12 videos in less than 24 hours using this technique, right? So let's see here. So Facebook user says, that's amazing, bro. Keep inspiring us all. Thank you very much. Facebook user, don't know who you are, but I really appreciate the positive feedback. But what I did was, as you can see, I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm actually wearing the same shirt right now. Okay. I'm wearing the same shirt in these videos. Okay. Because what I did was I decided I'm going to make as many videos as possible in one city, right? I already have everything set up. I have my light set up. I have my mic set up. I have my camera set up. I have 2 cameras. Sometimes if I'm having the conversations, I set it all up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this video real quick. I make the video. I watch it real quick. If it's good, I move on. I don't edit it. I record the video. It looks good. It's good enough. And then I move on to the next video. And then I move on to the next video. And I literally did all this within like a couple hours. Okay. Now, of course, there are 15-minute clips of me singing or lip syncing, whatever, and it might seem stupid, but that's TikTok. TikTok says that if you don't capture someone's attention in the first 1 or 2 seconds, you're dead anyways. And good luck having them watch something more than 15 seconds, right? So that's the box. That's the rules to the game, right? 15 seconds, right? And it has to be somewhat entertaining somehow enough for them to be willing to watch. Me doing this, like this kind of conversation on TikTok might not work out, right? But me acting silly on TikTok for 15 seconds might get them to watch for at least 5 seconds of it, which in fact, I actually look at the analytics and I can tell you how much each video is getting in terms of average views, right? But basically, I made 12 videos, and actually one of them I kind of cheated because it's my son being bad, and I just recorded him. So I count that though, because again, I'm creating content. That's all that matters, right? But I create 12 videos within 24 hours using the system, and then when I do plan to post them, I'm going to post them using my process, which is like the 12 video process. So that's 144 videos, right? So yeah, that's basically how I created 130 plus pieces of content within 24 hours. Now, uploading it is another thing, obviously, but I'm prepping myself, right? And the process when I actually start the TikTok, meaning because it's batched as a draft, right? Once I go from draft to live, then that's when it's on. Once I get a draft, then it downloads it. I upload it to Facebook timeline. I upload it to Facebook stories, and then I save that into Facebook feature. So that's like 4 pieces of content right there, literally within a minute or so. Okay, and I'm copying and pasting the description, right? That way I don't have to type it again. So before I send to TikTok a live video, I copy the description so it's on my clipboard, and then when I download the watermark version, upload to TikTok, upload to Facebook, I already have that saved. I paste it, so that's done. And then stories doesn't have descriptions, saving to features doesn't have descriptions, right? So once I do that, then again I go to TikTok again. I copy the URL, I put it into SSSTick, and then I download the non-watermark version. I upload that to Instagram Reels using the copy and paste for the description again, right? And I'll be honest, with TikTok, you only have a certain amount of characters, whereas Instagram and Facebook, you can have unlimited. So I actually add more hashtags. I almost forgot. Before I do the Instagram Reels, I actually get pushed to Snapchat. Snapchat allows me to copy and paste the same description, and I copy Snapchat, whatever that is, Story, SnapMap, whatever. There's three different versions of it, right? So that's 7 right there, literally within a minute, right? So I got 4 on Facebook, 3 on Snapchat, that's 7. I go to SSTech, I download the non-watermark version, and I upload that to to Instagram Reels. That's 8 pieces of content using the copy and paste for the description. And then I go to the airplane, right? And I click share, and I send it to Instagram stories, and I save it as feature. There's another 2 pieces of content. So that's 10 pieces of content already right there, right? And then I upload to Instagram Reels, the non-watermark version, using the copy and paste for the description. Again, adding more TikTok, more hashtags if I want. And then I upload to YouTube Shorts. Same thing with the copy paste description, all within like one motion. Like whenever I'm about to post a TikTok, I'm thinking to myself, I have 15 minutes to get this done. Like when I say 15 minutes, I mean, I'm not doing anything else. 15 minutes, I'm doing this, right? So I won't do it if I'm like sitting here feeding my son. I won't do it if I'm taking a phone call. I won't do it if I'm checking emails. It's like, okay, boom, it's go time. 15 minutes, let's do it, right? But the fact that I have it batched is what makes it awesome. If it's not batch, of course, it takes more time, right? Of course, to make a video, I have to actually make the video depending on how complex I want it. If I want it to be a dance or a song, or if I'm having an educational conversation like this, edutainment is what I would call it. Whatever it is, if I'm doing like the back and forth, which you guys probably seen, if you follow me, like where I'm having a pretend conversation with my son, who is actually modeled after Mason, right? Mason, my second, because he's the smart aleck. He's the one that's way too smart for himself, right? And he asks random questions just to kind of troll me. He'll ask me questions like, would you rather go to the future and be alive when everyone else is gone, like extinct, or would you rather be reborn into someone else? He asked me those questions. Like he asked me that question like last night. Okay. So that's the kind of kid he is, right? So my conversations with my son in my TikToks is actually me pretending to talk to him, right? So this is me literally pretending like I'm talking to him, right? So it's not him, it's me, obviously, but I'm pretending that he would ask me questions about mortgages, and I would basically educate him, right? And I'm kind of sarcastic and sort of annoyed because I'm pretending I'm working, and he's coming here and bugging me with questions. But why do I do this? Why do I do it this way? Because a lot of people, they kind of give me hatred or problems with the way I market myself. I think for the most part, people are too they're too nice, they're too polite, right? They're too soft when it comes to education, right? Like when people ask questions about credit or how do I qualify, they give them the professional version, right? I think that honesty is actually going to speed things up. I think being blunt speed things up. I think being real, being myself will speed things up instead of the fake professional customer service voice that I have. Yes, sir. I have the this is me talking to my son voice, right? And I believe that if I talk to my son, I'm gonna talk to my son as real as possible. Of course, being careful with what I say, but as real as possible and to the point as possible and blunt as possible, that the message will be driven a lot faster, right? And I don't know why, but I'm gonna go and click this. It's pretty funny. This person's like spamming find love on the new dating site. 69XX fun. Thanks for spamming me. That's when you know you're doing really well whenever people start spamming you, right? Going back to this one. So again, I believe that having that blunt, quick, to the point conversation is going to push the message faster, and people learn better the hard way, right? They learn, they get educated better the hard way. So it's almost like I'm calling people stupid, and I'm not really calling anyone stupid. I'm calling you stupid for asking that question. But again, hopefully it drives in your head a lot harder because you feel almost abused with the answer, right? So it's almost like I'm abusing myself, my pretend son. So my son's asking me a question. I consider it a stupid question. So I treat it like it's a stupid question, hopefully to psychologically make it easier for it to stick in your brain if you watch the video. It's almost like you're feeling the pain of my son, right? That's why I do that. Okay. And is it a good reason? Does it make sense? I don't know. To me, it's a lot more entertaining than me just sitting here and just spewing facts in a very professional. I am Larry, the lender, NMLS 140741 type of guy, right? It's me being me to my son about mortgages, right? That's the reason why I do it that way. Okay. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I mean, there's probably more I can share. I do want to do a live demo someday, maybe not today, but I do want to do a live demo of what I do so you can actually see how fast and what the process is. Plus, I haven't figured out how to share my stream to my phone yet. I know with Zoom, I can share to my iPad, but I have a Samsung. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'm pretty sure there's a way, right? But I believe that it's worth demonstrating. So maybe not today, or not today for sure, because I'm not prepared for it, but someday I will do that, right? And I'll definitely link the stream or the invitation to this video so whoever's watching this can actually, reference it later. But I think it might be worth seeing the demonstration. But if you are familiar with what I'm doing, then you can kind of imagine what it is I'm trying to explain to you. If you don't know what Instagram Reels is, if you don't know what an Instagram story or Facebook story is, or Snapchat or YouTube Shorts, this conversation is probably well above over your head. You probably should just focus on making videos and uploading them wherever you can, right? And if you are doing that and you want to maximize, leverage, you want to scale your marketing, your videos, your time, then this is the conversation for you. And you always reach out to me and ask me any questions about it. But I really believe that time is money, effort is money, and I don't plan to waste my time and energy on something that I don't think is worth it, right? And if I'm going to make a TikTok video, I'm going to maximize the crap out of it, right? To me, one video, one platform is not enough. It has to be it has to be scaled as much as possible. Now, obviously, maybe if I focus on purely on TikTok, or I focus purely on YouTube, maybe I'll get more traction there. Maybe I'll have more followers on TikTok or more followers on YouTube, whatever, right? And there's something to be said about that. There's an argument for that, right? But at this point, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on getting the message out as much as possible. As you can see with the stream, you're probably watching this either on Facebook, you're watching this on Instagram, you're watching this, or not Instagram, LinkedIn, you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this from a group. I mean, I leveraged this stream to like 8 different places, okay, on purpose. Okay. I'm all about getting the message out as much as possible and less focus on trying to, I don't know, what do you call it? Trying to dominate one particular platform. I still haven't figured that out yet, because if I did, then I would already have 100,000 followers, and my class would be about that. But for now, my class is about how to use social media to get your one video out to as many people as possible with as little time as possible, which hopefully I demonstrated today. All right. So any questions before I let you go? This has been a pretty shorter than normal, pretty heavy demonstration. Like I covered a lot as fast as I could, right? So does anyone have any questions or anything like that? See that a couple people have joined me on the Zoom. Let's see. Anthony and Kelly.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, yes. What's going on?
Hey, it's
Oh,
Paul.
hey, what's up, Paul?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so relative to what you got going on just today, like I said, it's been a minute, so I haven't really caught up, I suppose. Do you have a reason you start with TikTok? I don't even have a TikTok account.
Yes, and that's kind of where I talked about it, right?
Oh, okay.
It's
I
the
might have missed it. I jumped on a little late too, so sorry about
no
that.
no problem, no problem. It's what drives everything, right? I never would have downloaded TikTok if it didn't have this potential. Okay. TikTok allows you to share immediately to another platform, right? If I look at my TikTok right now, it allows me to select between. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just. I'm gonna real time demonstrate, or not demonstrate, but show you what happens. Okay. So this is a potential. Maybe my screen won't show. Okay, on the bottom, you see like there's four buttons right above the red button. There's four
I,
buttons. You can't really see it, but it's like right
yeah,
here.
I see the four buttons. I can't make out what it says, but I can see the four buttons.
Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna explain it to you. The first one is the text message button. The second one is Instagram. The third one is Instagram stories, and the fourth one is Snapchat.
Okay.
Okay. And it downloads automatically a high quality version of the completed video. When I say completed, I'm talking about with the TikTok watermark. If you have stickers, if you have captions, if you have text, like my text, if you notice, and I'm gonna go to one of my videos right here. You notice I will always have some sort of label. They call it text, right? But you see, like right here, I have a label: 3, 2, 1, buy down example, qualify. This label is created off of TikTok, right? So I have the source video, which is the video I recorded from my phone, and I upload it to whatever I'm editing. That I upload to TikTok, and then on TikTok I add the captions, I add this, I might add music, whatever. You'll notice that my son has a weird looking face. It's called a long face. It's called a long face effect. It changes the face. Like using a Snapchat filter. That's on
Right.
TikTok as well. When I upload my TikTok, it creates a high quality downloaded version of that exact video. Right. So it's all there. And one of the reasons why I do on TikTok, again, first, right? Sometimes it's worth it to go to Instagram. And I'll give you an example real quickly. I don't really promote it too much because it's more work. I'm trying to avoid work, right? Um, but I'm going to show you anyways because I guess it's worth uh, looking at in terms of our conversation we're having right now. But I start with TikTok first, except for there's one exception because of that reason. Okay, Paul, because it allows me to share, it allows me to create all the labels and all the shiny little like stickers and crap. It allows me to do all that stuff, right? That's the reason why I start with TikTok. Again, it also gives me the high quality download version, right? And it automatically sends it to Snapchat. And see, the thing is, I don't use Snapchat ever, ever. I never use it, right? I have it to make filters. Like if I want to do like a little animal face of myself. In fact, the first reason I downloaded Snapchat a long time ago was because someone said, Larry, you should be using Snapchat to make videos because it's exactly your comedy, right? It's exactly your style. You're kind of a puppet. You're kind of an avatar, whatever. I forgot what a character. I forgot what he said, but he says Snapchat allows you to change your face a little bit and make it all funny and goofy, whatever. I'm like, that's actually a good idea. And I actually started making videos using Snapchat filters, but that didn't really get anywhere. I think I made like 2 or 3 videos, right? I made like a pretend coaching video. And now that I go back to it, I think it's pretty funny. I should probably maybe upload it. But anyways, that's why I use Snapchat. And then I just kept it, right? I just kept the Snapchat. Well, someone from my robots LLC coaching, Robot General Coaching, had a really great idea. He said that in order to get in front of your audience, you should add your contacts to your Snapchat, because Snapchat is based on the phone number, right? You add your contacts to Snapchat. That way, if you create a snap, they might see it, right? Or you can send snaps to your contacts. I don't know if you would send like a lip sync video to your contacts. When I say contacts, I'm talking about clients, right? But he said that's a good way to sort of be connected with them on a deeper level beyond just the phone number and text message, because some people will ignore you, right? So I never did that, but I understood the value behind that, right? So I kept Snapchat. Well, when I saw TikTok had the option to use Snapchat to share on Snapchat, I'm like, well, great. I'm gonna go into use Snapchat because I never log in, I never touch it. So this is a way to make use of it. And then I decided to go and start adding all my contacts. And most of my contacts that I added were real estate agents, obviously, because I don't know if I want my applicants seeing again my stupid lip sync video or me yelling at my kid, right? But agents might relate to that, right? So I started adding all my agents to my Snapchat, and dude, I mean, they're responding. I went from like freaking 0 views to like 50 views on my snaps, right? This is because of me using the TikTok share option, which automatically opens up. Like when I upload my TikTok, it automatically says your video has been uploaded, now sending you to Snapchat. And it automatically opens up my Snapchat, and I just press this, and send it. So it's done. So literally within the first move, I already have 3 pieces of content posted. TikTok and then Snapchat, 1, 2, 3. Again, one of the reasons why I start with Snapchat. Okay. Now, why would I start with Instagram first? Because Instagram, and I'm pretty sure there's an app or there's a feature that I don't know about, but Instagram creates these what we call disappearing captions, right? So like a lot of these influencers who are talking on the phone or talking directly to the phone or the camera, they're using this. I think that if I'm using sort of a video that needs to be captioned, I'll create it. So right here, you see how there's captions right here?
Right.
TikTok, I don't know if they create that. They do, I don't know about it. But Instagram does. So I upload this video first to Instagram so I can create these captions. See, and the reason why I did that is because I make a play on the lyrics. The lyric says, I want to be your lady, right? I changed lady to lender, right? So I want to be your lender, maybe. So right here, see, I changed it to lender, you see? So my caption, I did that so that I can subliminally add the word lender into the lyrics of the song, right? But you notice my other videos, I don't do that because it's too much work. There's no point in me adding the captions to the song. If you know the song, you don't know the lyrics. If you don't know the song, you might not care anyways. But for that particular song, I wanted to make a play on the, like a pun on the lyrics. Instead of saying lady, it says lender, right? So I did the extra work to go to Instagram to make that caption, but that was the only reason why I went to Instagram first. But for the most part, I start with TikTok first. Okay.
Do you think audience matters in that regard? In other words, like you kind of articulated earlier about not sending it to clients per se, but instead sending it out to lenders. So you kind of have a multifaceted base that you, for lack of a better word, pander to, if you will. In other words, you have a client base who's going to be getting a loan from you, hopefully, and then you have the real estate or realtor base that you're also, looking to gain favor with, if you will, for the sake of getting their business and having them bring their clients to you. So you've parsed that, or separated that out to say, hey, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that. From a realtor standpoint, do you feel there's then a different look? I don't do a ton of social media stuff. In fact, I guess I've kind of even gotten away from it. The only thing I still have any interest in is the video side of this thing. And maybe it is just more of a YouTube play, YouTube shorts, long form. I even saved a phone from a semi-recent update, so that I could, I'm going to find a way to mount my old phone in a vertical capacity and be able to record at the same time, so that as I'm going to go do neighborhood videos, different things like that, I can create vertical content as well as horizontal content, and again, maximize, like you said, republish different versions of content, be it whether it's in a YouTube, or if it's a a perhaps an Instagram or something like that. I haven't pushed anything to Instagram in forever. I haven't done much on Facebook. I get on there and stalk it every once in a while when I'm really bored, but otherwise, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where to go with this thing.
No, it's a great question, and I actually struggle with it all the time, right? So, being a lender, I'm in a unique position where I actually have two audiences, right? I mean, I have the client-facing audience, which they can directly work with me, and I can provide them a service. And then there is the referral partners, i.e., real estate agents, who are a source of the clients, obviously. So I
Right.
want to be able to partner with them. So because of that, I am forced to create two personas, right? Not not by choice. It's almost like I have no choice, right? Because things I would say to an agent, I would never say to a client. And of course, the way I talk to a client is going to be different to the way I talk to an agent, right? Meaning with a client, I'll probably be unemotional. I'll probably be very stoic, very to the point, factual, right? Whereas
Yeah,
with an
like you said
agent,
earlier, you didn't want to be that person for everybody. You wanted to just put your voice out there. You didn't, and I mean, some days I wish I could do that. I mean, one of these days when I decide to hang up the realtor plaque and all the rest of that, I might just go off the deep end on some of these social media platforms. I'll probably be kicked off in a day, because otherwise I've had to mind my P's and Q's for a really long time. And there's times where I've even not avoided that outcome, briefly, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh geez, I don't care for that crap in the first place. Therefore, I don't have the patience for it, and I'm sure nobody else does either. So it's just trying to figure out where the time spent is best, where my time is best spent, I suppose you could say.
yeah, and again, I think that uh, knowing your audience and the message is important. Obviously, I try to make my life easier by creating content that can relate to both. So like my lip syncing, like with that video that you saw, it's a song that talks about, I've been watching you, at night I think of you, whatever, right? I want to be your lady, but it's actually I want to be your lender, right? It's a play on words, but it's me basically, talking about me looking for my next client, right? That's something that an agent would probably think is funny, or an agent would relate to. So that content I can share to an agent and my clients, right? And my clients, I'm trying to be funny with them, but I might not share it to like an applicant that was referred to me by a stick in the mud agent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like Facebook is a really good example. Who do I add as a friend? There's some clients I will add, and there's some clients I absolutely would not add. Not that I want to hide from them, but I don't think they're going to appreciate my content, right?
Right.
Like I already earned their trust. I got their application, I got their name, number, and email. They're already working with me. There's no need for me to resell to them. There's no need for me to remarket to them. So there's no need for them to see my lip sync videos from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm hiding from them. If they find it, great. I've actually had clients that I've closed that says, "Hey, Larry, I found you on TikTok. Your shit's hilarious." Right?
Right.
This is after I closed a loan with them and I was very serious with them, right? So that's cool. That means I got lucky that they actually appreciate my personality. I have clients who I have friends on Facebook who didn't know who I was on Facebook until after they closed, and now we're friends, right? But also, I'm pretty sure there's clients who they found my TikTok, they're like, I'm not working with this ass clown, and I'll lose them as a client. I'm pretty sure that will happen. I'm pretty sure it has happened. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Which
want to
I'm
work with those people in the first place, though. I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
that's kind of the cool part of this persona, if you will, or the delivery platforms. To each their own. The people that want to work with you are going to call you based on the fact that they saw you on a platform, and the people that aren't probably going to work with you won't call you anyway, and therefore you're also not having to waste your freaking time
Yep.
calling and harassing the shit out of these people for no apparent reason. You
Yeah.
think there's maybe gold at the end of the rainbow, but 97% of the time there's not, and that's being generous with the 3%.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. In a perfect world, I want to work with only the people that are on my vibe, right?
Yep.
They're all in with me, right? They love me, they love my kids, they love my wife. they love my personality. That's the ideal situation. Not
Right.
saying that I can't get that, but right now I'm at the point where I don't want to offend anyone. And if I get referred business, I want to take care of them to the best of my ability. And I have real estate agents who do refer me deals that as a real estate agent, they will work together well with me, but as people, they would never be my friend. They would never have dinner with me or lunch with me. But they like the way we do business, whatever. And of course, I'm not going to say no to any business, right? And they might have clients who, again, might be really, really, really like vanilla. Let's just put it that way, right? And they would never, ever, ever sign up to work with me if they found me on Facebook. But the fact that they trust their agent and they referred to me and I've done a really great job so far, they're fine with everything and they don't need to know my personal. But just like we don't talk politics, right? It's kind of like there's no need for them to know. So I'm okay with them not knowing who I am. Not saying I'm hiding from them, but there's no need to shove it down their throats. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I'm looking for clients who would vibe with me, and I am shoving down their throats. Hey, I'm the coolest lender you'll know, so you should go ahead and apply with me because you watch all my TikTok videos and you subscribe and you always like my pictures about my children, my food. Those are the people I'm looking for, obviously, right? And those are the people I'm creating content for. Again, if someone applies with me, there's no need to sell. They're already sold. They're already closed with me, right? And as long as I do a good job, we got exactly what we want out of the relationship and nothing more, right? So yeah, I create content very intentionally, right? It seems I'm very like kind of sporadic and I'm just kind of putting a bunch of shit out there. No, there's a reason why. It's kind of like how people have 2 Facebook accounts. I don't, right? I mean, I do, but I don't use it. Okay. But there's people who use 2 Facebook accounts, one for professional reasons and one for personal reasons. Those people are trying to be intentional with the way they present themselves, which I respect. It's the wrong way of marketing, but I respect why they're doing it. Right? I'm the same way with my content creation. Again, a great example is who I add on my Facebook, right? If I'll see suggestions, people you may know, and I'm like, that's my applicant. No, they don't need to be on my Facebook. I'm not going to add them. And hopefully they don't see me, right? But there's people I'm like, hell yeah, I want to add this person because I know that they're going to get a kick out of the shit that I'm putting out. Right. Or there might be someone who they're on the fence, like they're not sure they're going to use me or use someone else. I might add them, not to say that I'm such a great person that it's going to sell them, but it's my way of staying in front of them now. Right. If they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about buying a house, but I'm working with multiple lenders and and I haven't sold them yet. I haven't locked them in. They haven't signed up for the Larry Lee show, or they haven't signed up with Larry the Mortgage Guy. Right. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to stay in front of them, but I don't want to put them on the drip campaign. And I don't want to call them every single day. I'm going to just add them as a friend on Facebook, right? Because that's another way to stay in front of them because they'll see my posts if they go on Facebook, right? And it's reminding them of who I am. And maybe they'll buy me as a person because they'll like my content, whatever, right? But it's also a great way to find out where I stand, right? If the person's on the fence, I'm not sure they're going to work with me. I'm not sure if they're like, yes, you're my guy, Larry, right? I add them as a Facebook friend. If they accept, then it's on. If they accept my friend request, then I'm like, okay, you know what? I have a chance with this person. This person is willing to subscribe to me. This person is willing to open their lives to me, right? So I believe if I add them as a friend and they accept, then I'm good. Right? There's a chance that I'm going to win with this person. If I add them as a friend and they don't accept and they keep me on requested and I never hear from them, well, then they're not signing up for the Larry Lee show. and there's a strong chance that they're not going to work with me unless, and there's also the off chance where they won't accept my friend request, but they'll still do the mortgage. Who knows? I don't know. But I mean, I actually make that suggestion when I'm coaching people is like, instead of asking for their phone number or their business card, ask them if they have a Facebook. Right? If you meet someone, ask them if they have a Facebook. If they say yes, and you go, can I add you? And they say yes, then you know this person is willing to get deeper with you, right? The interaction that you've had when you first met was valuable enough for them to be willing to follow up with you on Facebook with each other, right? So that's my trick into gauging the conversation and the relationship is asking the person I just met, whether they're a client, whether they're a real estate agent, whether they're a partner, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll ask them, do you have a Facebook? If they say yes, and we mutually add each other at that point, then to me, that's a win. That's a conversation that led to a stronger relationship, because now they're signed up for the Larry Lee show. You know what I'm saying? And now I get to stalk them as much as I want. They've allowed me to peek in and stalk what they're doing on a daily basis, right? Now, if I try to add them as a friend, they're like, I don't have Facebook, whatever. Then I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this person probably doesn't like me, right?
They're not my people. They're not
Yeah,
my tribe.
they're not my people. They're not my tribe. I'm not going to pursue them really hard in terms of relationships. If it's a real estate agent or if it's our client, everyone has Facebook. Let's be honest here. Everyone has Facebook, right? If they tell me they don't have Facebook, they're basically saying, "Get away from me. I don't want to be friends with you." Right? And that's okay. It's okay. It's my way of testing the waters, right? I mean, I would have used this method if I was, single and trying to, pick up chicks, right? I'll be like, can I friend this chick? If she says yes, well, then I have a chance. If she says no, then basically she thinks I'm a creep and I'm not even going to bother pursuing her anymore. This is the end of the conversation. We're done. Right. So I think that using Facebook as a gauge of how where you stand with someone is a very powerful tool, which again is what I would use if I'm doing these videos, right? If I'm doing these videos, I sort of gauge people who are on the fence if I can get the relationship by making sure they see my videos, by making sure I create content for them, right? So it's a lot of it's psychological, a lot of it's emotional, but a lot of it is practical. Right. I'm being practical. I'm trying to market to these people. I'm putting them on my drip campaign, but my campaign is not emails and texts that are pre-written and scripted and generic. My campaign is videos of me lip syncing to 80s synth pop. Right. So it looks like Ryan says Larry, and he put, yes, sir. I'm yelling the name of the king. That's funny. The Robot King. Appreciate that, Ryan. I appreciate you tuning in. So yeah, any other questions? Hopefully that answers your question about the TikTok thing, right? Like, why do I
No, that was good.
first?
Yeah, because I don't know that it's going to be my thing. I right now I want to try to really narrow the focus instead of broaden, blur the focus, if you will. And so just be really good. Start off with one thing, being really good at it, I guess. And because I think what you were also trying to say earlier too was, 80% and done is better than 100% and perfect, because perfect gets you nothing really, or 0% really is probably perfect, because it's never perfect. Therefore you end up in my world. And I haven't put shit out. I've started and stopped and never put the shit out. And it's just time to resurrect a bunch of that stuff and just get it out there. Just who the hell cares? I mean, 99% of the people that I know won't even know that it even exists. And so it needs to be out there for the masses. And I can even, close a couple deals or something like that, pay for somebody to just tune the stuff up and move on and be over it and get the hell out of my own way.
John says he can't hear anything. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, John. Yeah, the Zoom thing, for some reason, the sound doesn't transfer. So that's my bad, but I will upload a YouTube version with the sound being there. But basically, what Paul is saying is that he is, he's been starting, trying to get things established video wise, but he hasn't really like followed through with being full force like I am. And a lot of it, and he's kind of alluding to it, because it happened to me as well. A lot of it is wanting to be perfect or wanting to be ready or wanting to, be mentally prepared for it. But the attitude that I'm presenting that he's agreeing with is it's just about getting it out there, imperfect action, basically. Just going for it. Perfect. Yeah, just going for it and putting it out there. And, two things I'm going to say in response to that, Paul. Number one, the only way you're going to build a footprint is by creating and constantly putting it out there, right? So that's number one, right? That's the one thing that you're not going to create if you're trying to perfect everything and you're trying to be ideal, right? You're not going to create a footprint, right? A footprint is constant, consistent. Even TikTok says you're supposed to post 3 times a day, which is incredibly crazy and insane. I can't even fathom. I'm barely working on one a day. This is what my video is about, how I created content for 12 days, right? They're telling me, well, no, you create content for 4 days. That's what they're telling me, right? So I'm not even at that point yet, right? but I am, and the mindset is like, well, they're not telling me to be perfect 3 times a day. They're telling me to just put something out there 3 times a day, right? So I'm starting to add things to my mix. If you guys have seen my TikToks or my reels lately, I did like a stupid video about me being on the boat, and why is everyone using this boat meme, whatever, right? That's me. That's really easy because all to do is record myself standing there and looking stupid and post it up there. It didn't require any work, right? And then I made like another video about the stupid AI pictures, how I did an AI picture. That was very little effort. So I'm going to start being more open to the idea of making kind of useless, pointless videos, right? Hopefully funny, entertaining, but not like super valuable, right? My videos are trying to be valuable for the most part, but TikTok is rewarding me for creating trash, right? Which is what a lot of TikTok is. A lot of it's trash, right? But if it's funny or entertaining or it gets the algorithms going, I mean, I'll tell you this: I've noticed a huge uptick on followers since I started producing videos. I'm talking about, like, I think I got like another 100 followers in the last 4 or 5 days because of all the crap I've been producing, right? So it definitely TikTok responds to stimuli. It responds to effort, right? So I think it's worth it to just throw shit out there. And if I'm watching these TikTok videos, a lot of it is very, very minimal. Like, it's an agent, uh, you know, using a sound, and then the sound says "yep," and he just lips it to the word "yep," right? But there might be a label saying, "is now a good time to buy," and it'll be the agent sitting there, and then "yep," and that's it. It's like a 5-second video, and that's one of their TikTok videos, right? So it's just, I mean, again, it's trash, but it's content. It keeps TikTok going. TikTok's happy whenever people are creating content, and if you get a couple of views out of it, if you get a heart out of it, then TikTok values you and therefore rewards you with extra algorithmic strength the next time you do a video.
Hey,
So
one
it's
really quick question, Larry, and then I
sure,
do have to jump off.
sure.
Do so how long have you been doing the TikToks and that kind of thing?
So I've been doing TikToks probably for at least 2 or 3 years, something
Okay.
like that. But I was never consistent. This is the first time I've ever been consistent where I posted something every single day, where I pre-planned TikToks, where I actually went full force with marketing on TikTok, right? I
Do
mean,
you so that, and I like your last comment from that perspective on the marketing piece then. Do you feel like you're gaining any traction and or gaining actual business as a result of that effort?
well, it's only been a week or so, but I've definitely got more followers, and I've had people actually comment. Like, I'm talking about the applicants who commented on my TikTok. Like, they'll be talking to me about real estate, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, like you said in this video," right?
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, they're paying attention. People are paying attention. They're not liking and commenting, right? But I have people who I'm doing business with, and they will reference something I said on the TikTok or something I said on the stream like this, right? Because I've been doing most of these. You know that, Paul. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, right?
Right.
So this was my video marketing approach, but this is more educational. This is more like, let's have a discussion, right? Not really edutainment or content, so to speak, right?
Well,
I'm
this is more 2.0, that's 1.0, if you will. It's
yeah,
you to them. There's not
yes,
this.
yes. But I'm trying to create this with the 1.0, right?
Right.
So yeah, it is getting results. Now, have I closed a deal yet? No, but I mean, I'm probably not going to close a deal from all my marketing until 2023.
Right.
When? First, second quarter? I don't know. But I'll tell you this: I've spoken to a lot of real estate agents and loan officers who are killing it, and it's all TikTok. Like they say, I have no other business except for TikTok. TikTok's the only reason why I'm doing business right now. And they're surviving this market. Like, they're doing deals right now where I'm trying to find deals. They're doing deals, and a lot of it is from TikTok, right? So I'm just following suit on what people are doing that succeeds for them, right?
Cool.
Plus, I don't know, TikTok's fun for me, right? Like, to me, spending an hour making TikTok videos is entertainment for me. It's work, it's a hobby. It's work, but it's also a hobby for me as well. It's also fun for me. Like, after I make the videos, I'm like, that's actually pretty funny, right? So I feel good about it, right? Whereas, like, if I make like some sort of other marketing that wasn't fun for me, it's almost like I feel exhausted after it. So if I can generate business using TikTok, which I think is fun, then I would spend all my days, all my hours, every single day making TikTok videos because I end the day with a lot more positive vibes than I do actually grinding it out. You know, making phone calls and emails and whatever. You know,
Cool.
um,
Thanks,
so
bud.
yeah, no problem, man.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, boss. Thanks. So yeah, I mean, again, the bottom line is, you know, or the reason why I'm making this video is you can make TikTok worth it in terms of covering more content, right? Just like Paul asked, is it generating business? Well, I mean, I really only started to take it seriously for a week, right? I mean, I have posted TikToks. You'll know this, but if you look at my TikTok timeline, it's the first time where I've posted like a video every single day, sometimes twice a day, for more than a couple days, like almost a week now. I think I'm at about a week, right? The first time I ever did that, right? And there's results. I'm getting way more notifications, way more likes, way more comments, people adding me. And again, people referencing my videos, right? But I'm not saying that that's going to generate business. I've had people who I'm doing this with reference the videos, so they saw that. And it's something I should have said to Paul, which maybe he'll watch it later. Marketing and TikTok is not for people that have already sold, right? It's not for people that who are already convinced. So those people don't need to see my TikTok. That's why I don't add an applicant to my Facebook if I don't think they're gonna jive with it, right? There's no need to because they're already working with me. But it's people that are on the fence, people who I'm still trying to win them over, or they've applied, or maybe they've asked me questions, but they haven't done anything yet. I create TikToks for them. I create marketing for them because I want to remind them that I exist. And if they haven't bought with me yet, or they haven't worked with me yet, maybe a video will convert them, right? And it could be a lip sync video or it could be an educational video. It doesn't matter to me as long as it converts them. Of course, it would be funny if someone said, "Hey, I decided to work with you because I saw your stupid lip sync video to my boo," right? So yeah, I mean, because that's the video I was referencing where I'm actually looking for clients, right? So yeah, I mean, again, it's more fun for me, right? Is it better? Is it more productive? We'll see. 2023. I'm looking forward to coming back and telling you the answers, right? So if there's not any more questions, I really appreciate you guys being here. Sorry for the sound. I haven't figured out the Zoom with StreamYard yet, but I'll upload a version where I'll have the sound together so you can hear both Zoom and StreamYard. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. If you have any questions, give me a call, text me, email me, whatever you like. This is Larry, the Robot Maker, Robot General. I'm out. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys later.